It's Morgan from the Little Hen House. Here I am without makeup on, and I'm going to do a holiday foundation vlog. Oh my gosh. I used to work for MAC Cosmetics, so I know a little bit about makeup, and the most important thing when you're doing holiday makeup or any kind of dressy event is to start with a good foundation, because if you want to do smoky eye or a bold lip, if your foundation isn't looking good, it's not going to look very polished or put together, and a lot of times the color will just disappear right on your face. So I'm going to show you what I do when I'm going out, and this is more makeup than I would wear ever, except for when I have a special event or if I know I'm getting photographed or something like that. So I start with foundation primer, and I always have to pull my hair back because I need to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I start with primer, and looks like the baby stole it. Thanks, Annie. I'm using this one by Smashbox. It's a Photo Finish Hydrating Primer, and I just kind of put it all over. There's no method to the madness. That's it. All right. I'm going to give it back to Annie. Here you go. Then I start with foundation, and I don't wear liquid foundation every day, but when I'm going out I definitely do, and now that I'm over 30, you know, I gotta keep it looking good. So I put a couple squirts of it in my fingertips, and I rub them together, and then I just kind of put it all over. Some makeup artists use sponges. I like to use fingertips. I think it is easier to get it all over. I put it up into my hairline, and make sure I get the creases of my nose, and then most importantly, I make sure I get all the way down my neck so there isn't a line, because that's terrible. This is a Laura Mercier foundation. I love their foundations. I wore it when I got married, and anyway, I love it. Then I start with concealer. We always do under the eyes because I am over 30 and I have 2 kids, so I haven't slept in like 4 years. I always go around, look, I think I can do this while I look at you guys, my nose and around my mouth and anywhere else that I need it. I like this concealer a lot, and then I put it all over my eyelids too. So I like this concealer a lot. It's also by Laura Mercier because it dries powdery, which is great on the eyelids so it doesn't crease. It's like crease resistant, and it gets kind of tacky, so it does a good job of staying put, I have to say. And I always get on the inside corners right here, see that? Because it gets dark in there and on the outside. You want to be careful though not to put too much because it will make you look old. So, it's a fine balance. And now I go around my nose, around my mouth, anywhere else that I'm trying to cover up if I have breakouts or anything like that. So that, and I like to go around my lips, especially if I'm going to do lipstick, to keep it, it's kind of like, I explain it like creating a canvas. You want a really nice blank canvas before you paint anything so nothing gets corrupted, if that makes sense. This is going to be better with my light off. Alright. Then I like to set everything with powder. Look, it's already looking so much better already. Okay. And I use a big fluffy brush. I think I got this at Sephora, but you can use any big fluffy brush. I like ones with light hairs because my brushes with dark hairs tend to shed, and then it looks like I have weird hairs growing on my face that are black. And that's just not a good look for anybody. So, and then again I get down on my neck and set it with powder. Alright, Annie is bored covered. Great. Hi, Annie. Are you helping me? All right. Now I'm going to use some bronzer, and I live in Southern California. We get sun all the time. I know it's not summer, but a little bronzer is nice for everybody. Makes you look like you've been on vacation. You can also do contouring with it, so you can make yourself look thinner and all those good things. So, my bronzer, which Annie seems to have done something with. Here it is a Wet n Wild bronzer. I think it's $1. I've been using it since I was 16 years old, and I love it. So you really don't need an expensive bronzer. So I just tap my brush in it very lightly using the same brush. I put a little bit on my forehead up into my hairline. Then I go down my nose, on my chin. I brush my cheeks, see? And then I do my temples into my hairline. Notice how I keep putting things like all the way into my hairline? That's right. Keeps it natural. And then this is the big trick for me with bronzer, is to put it on my neck too. So it's all blended in. Alright. Don't I look tan? Like I've been in Hawaii. I know, it's amazing. And if I were doing my whole face, I would do my eyes now, and lips. I'm going to stick with cheeks though. Thank you, Annie. And there you go. I'm going to use a blush from MAC called Mocha. It's a color that looks good on almost everybody. So I put it here on the apples of my cheeks. Now, I can get a little carried away with blush sometimes, but that's just the way it is. Also, if you're using mineral makeup, which I usually do during the day, I use Bare Essentials, you want to use a little extra blush because for some reason makeup tends to disappear really quickly with mineral foundation. Even though I love that stuff, it just like sucks it right up. So I always do a little extra blush in the morning. And now I'm going to show you a few tips that I use when I'm going out for blush. This is a blush stick by NARS. It's an Orgasm, which is an awesome blush color. So I use it a lot in the summer. So what I do is I put it here and here. It's pretty sheer. I rub it in. And then, this is my favorite trick of all time. I use a thicker, shorter bristled brush. And one thing that you should know about your brushes is the longer the bristles, the lighter the application. So brushes with shorter bristles will put more color on. Longer bristles will put less color on. For example, this is a short bristled eyeshadow brush. It puts an intense amount of color on the eyelid. This is a long bristled brush, and it puts a small amount of color on the eyelid. So I would use this one in the crease of my eye, and I would use this one probably on my eyelid. So I use my short bristled powder brush, and I have this other stuff by MAC called Mellow Moon. I'm not even sure if they make it anymore because this is from way back in the day. But here it is. Ooh. It's a kind of pearly powder. I rub my brush in it, and I put it right here. And then I put it right here in a little moon shape, right at the top of my cheekbone, into my hair. Like I can't wait to show you what I end up right. These children. Alright, I'm back. I love put some lip gloss on. Dressed up. I need to like with your makeup looks. And as usual, any questions?